Hey everybody, thank you for joining us tonight for the Has Been Hangout podcast. I'm your host, Trucker Lee, and got the three-man crew back tonight. Vic, it's good to see you, buddy. So a lot going on. We're gonna talk some NFL offseason. We're gonna kind of recap that. A lot's happened today. We're gonna talk some WBC that's going on tonight, and just games that have caught our eye over the weekend. Some stuff to look out for this week. So with that, let's get right into the NFL offseason. Colt, since everything's been happening today, buddy, what's been catching your eye?
Man, there's a lot going on. We got Alontae Taylor going to Tennessee. We got some quarterback movement. We got Tunga Vailoa getting cut. $99 million worth of dead cap space going to the Miami Dolphins. Holy cow. Kenneth Walker, MVP of your Super Bowl, gets traded.
Yep.
Or I say really traded. They just didn't re-sign him. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker, gone. DJ Moore, key part of that Bears offense, gone. Linderbaum going to the freaking Raiders, dude. A huge pickup for the offensive line. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. My kind of like little twinkle in the eye is Malik Willis, someone who's very, 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 very talented, getting out of Tennessee, going to Miami. Is he going to revitalize his what I thought was going to be a promising career in Miami around I believe, a much better overall team than what Tennessee had? But other than that, man, I mean, Tyreek Hill gone. Mike Evans traded. It's wild, man. It's wild. I mean, even defensive stars. Zadarius Smith gone. He's retired. He's done.
Yep.
Calling it quits. Zadarius Williams, cornerback for the Rams, gone. Retired. We all talked about the surprise retirement of Bears offensive lineman. Golly, I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. It is gone. Well, anyways, 27-year-old center decides to call it quits at 27 years old. It's kind of what we talked about last podcast. 27 years old. Heck, you might as well still be playing in college, right? Hey, yo. Yeah, but I mean, Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, at one point in time, the most dynamic offensive player to touch the field, gets released by Miami after that gruesome leg injury. Jermaine Edmonds, gone. Jawan Taylor, gone. Mekhi Becton, gone. I mean, you got some names that are, I mean, some first round draft picks, some high potential players that are just sitting there ready to rock and roll.
Vic, you're foaming at the mouth down there. What's going on, buddy?
The only thing I'm gonna say is this: Trips Right Dynasty team is very happy Malik Willis landed in Miami, baby. That's what I'm gonna say right now. No, kind of caveat what Colten said. Malik Willis leaving Green Bay after spending all that time under Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur. He had his rookie times at Tennessee. I think he deserves. He's more and willing to get the shot that he's getting now. Now he does have to compete with Quinn Ewers. All right. Quinn Ewers has been studying. He's been going. He had a great offensive-minded head coach. They just couldn't produce. Now, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with the coaching change. They're the defensive coordinator from Green Bay coming down to Miami and getting Malik Willis, who, when he started those last two games, or the game and a half that he played because he got injured, Malik Willis looked great. He looked really good. I think that's a great pickup. I think he's just a sleeper. I think he's a sleeper, and guess what? If he gets beat out by Quinn Ewers, he could teach up Quinn Ewers like Jordan Love and Malik had together, and then Quinn Ewers can turn into an absolute phenomena. You never know. This morning, I was a little bit in my emotions about the Colts franchise. We walked
Yeah.
into free agency with 154,000 in cap space. You can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
But
You can buy
we
some ice
freed up
cream.
cap space. We yeah, a very expensive piece of ice cream from Cold Stone. Um, by the way, shout out Cold Stone. No free shout outs to you of us. All right, get back on Choco Tacos. Get back on track. We got rid of Zaire Franklin. Was that a great move? I don't think so. He led the NFL in tackles in 2024, but he caused a lot of off the field controversy in regards to the Pat McAfee situation with the Chris Ballard decisions, and everybody wanted Chris Ballard gone. Um, there's a lot shaken up for the Colts organization. Getting rid of Michael Pittman, re-signing Alec Pierce is great. Now you got Pierce, you got Downs. But the thing that kind of worries me is, why did we get rid of AD Mitchell last year? AD Mitchell, we had that drop ball against the Chargers, which led ultimately to the Chargers almost coming back. And then AG Mitchell just couldn't get out of his head. The wide receivers coach, Reggie Wayne, Colts legend, that was his guy. He used to say all the time. And I'm pretty sure he still will say it today. But in regards to everything else going on in the NFL news, I think the Chiefs added a key piece to the running game, which they haven't had in a couple years. you know, Clyde St.
Mhm.
Hilaire, that was probably the last dominant one. You had Isaiah Pacheco, but he just kept getting injured and he just never was the same after he broke his leg. We got a lot, like Colton said, a lot of moving pieces. It's going to be great. I hope every one of our fans or every one of our viewers is getting into fantasy football or dynasty football. It is a great time, guys, and you're really about to see some absolute shakeups in leagues if you're in one right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, like, for Kenneth Walker to sign with the Chiefs, I mean, that one kind of surprised me that Seattle wouldn't bring him back, especially after he just won the MVP in the Super Bowl, after he carried that team to a Super Bowl win, basically. But we kind of see this a lot, though, too, where guys will leave a team even after they've just won a championship. But I think him going to the Chiefs adds that key piece that they're going to need, especially after this past season that they had. It was just very subpar for the Chiefs. So I think them adding Kenneth Walker puts them back to the top of competing for the AFC title and going back to the Super Bowl. I
I
think
want
that's
to
going to be
say,
key.
yeah, I think you're right. I want to say something like you just touched on something that I wanted to bring up. These teams that are missing key pieces, right? We understand that Patrick Mahomes is going to be out this season, right? Majority of it, if not all of it.
Hmm.
Um, he's going to be out. Tyreek Hill, there's flirts of him coming back to, Kansas City and stuff like that. I want to talk about the Crosby trade for just a second.
Yes.
Okay. Just for a second. The Ravens were not a Max Crosby away from winning a Super Bowl. They
Right.
were they were receivers, they were key defensive stops in the back, I mean in their defensive backfield. They were, solid quarterback play. Now, Lamar Jackson, absolutely talented and everything like that. But I mean, you're not a Max Crosby away from winning the Super Bowl. Now they could go all in this year, win it, and make me eat my words. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think they've got probably excuse me, probably these. I mean, as far as paper goes, the scariest defense in their division. Um,
Yeah.
but because now you got Humphreys as your defensive back, you got Crosby on your lineman, as your defensive lineman, and you got some solid guys holding the middle of that field together. But I don't think adding Max Crosby makes Super Bowl winning sense with the other issues that they had, and especially because of what Dallas just did in picking up Cincinnati Bengals defensive edge.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor. Sorry, I when I shared the news earlier, I didn't put it all together. My bad. It's just a rumor.
Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't double check that. I thought my dear co-patriarch of the Has Been Hangout would have not lied to
My
me.
bad, bro.
But
My
it's
bad, bro.
whatever. It's
It's
whatever.
be exciting. It's gonna be exciting if it does happen.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see now that Max Crosby, the big free agent, is gone, and they've already, the Jets have already franchise tagged Brees Hall. Kyle Pitts is still a Falcon. It's just like, where are these teams that are, I feel like, grasping at straws because they got these big names? Why are they not putting some of that money into younger guys that might be able to fill those roles? So that's why I guess long story short, I would kind of run on there. Why do teams pick up, like the Ravens? Why do they go after Max Crosby whenever there's bigger holes to fill?
Right,
Well,
exactly. I'm curious about that too, actually, because I'm curious to see what the Dolphins are going to do since they just opened up that much cap space. I mean,
They
you
didn't open
bring
it up.
in
It's dead. It's dead. It's
okay,
dead cap
so
so
space.
eat it. But
yeah,
Malik is on a 3-year, $62 million contract. But with Colton, 100%, they're not anywhere near being a Super Bowl contending team. I think there's more to it. They blamed it on coaching, got rid of Harbaugh. Horrible decision in my mind. But I'm not an NFL GM. I'm not a coach. I'm just an avid lover of the game.
yeah,
I think they got a lot more they need to do, and I think Max Crosby's going to be very unhappy in year 2 or 3 there. Um, he's not really going to get much better in the rate than he was with the Raiders. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lamar's a great athlete, but it's a team sport. You know, Atlanta picking up Tua, why? You just got rid of
yeah,
Kirk Cousins. You
exactly.
got Michael Penix. Like, what's the point? I'm not. I mean, yeah,
I'm
you got
not
Kirk
sure.
Cousins is
you got
gone.
Kyle
Kirk
Pitts.
Cousins is gone.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They just got rid
Yeah.
of him, and then they pick up
but
Tua.
yeah, but
What
Yeah.
is
I was
that?
about to say, and then you
Well, yeah,
sign the
they're
worst
picking up
quarterback.
they're picking up Tua for like 1.215 million. So like the veteran minimum, or Tua is still going to make like $54 million, but it's going to be Miami that's paying them $52 million of that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. But I think that's just a horrible organization move. Like you sign Kirk Cousins to a big contract, you draft Michael Penix. You say you're going to go all in on Michael Penix, you get Tua.
Yeah,
But the thing,
what?
but we're forgetting one name here. Where's Kyler Murray going to go? He's still on the market.
well, me and Colton kind of discussed this. I think I think Kyler Murray calls the Athletics and says, "Hey, I want to play baseball." You know, I don't I don't know, man. I don't really see a team taking a chance on him right now. I think he's got the year to kind of do what he wants. I say go play ball. Go
Man,
play, stay competing, stay loose, go play baseball for a year, you
not
know?
only that, but it's like, what team? Like, let's think about it for a second. What team right now needs an aging, small, quick quarterback coming off a knee injury? Like, if you just take all that away, what team needs a quarterback like that right now?
Yeah.
Three?
3 what?
Indianapolis. Love you, Danny
No.
Dimes, but I love you, Danny Dimes, but I honestly think Kyler would be a better fit in Indianapolis. He could throw the deep ball a lot better, and he can run. Minnesota, get rid of JJ McCarthy. Sorry, bud, got to go. My third,
Yeah.
my third here. I hate to say it. I think Kyler would look good in Dallas. I think he would look good in Dallas.
Dak's got something on Jerry. He just the same way Romo had something on Jerry, man. He ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
He ain't
He ain't
going
going
nowhere.
nowhere.
Yeah, he got some dirt on Jerry Bear. He
Yeah.
got
Man,
some dirt
He's
on him.
I don't know. I think after the year that the Colts had, while it could have been a flash in the pan, stuff like that, I feel like you don't take that risk on on bringing in more quarterbacks to the locker room in Indianapolis.
Get rid
JJ
of AR.
McCarthy. Well, I would keep AR over Kyler because AR is a much better athlete in my opinion. I think
Yeah, but
AR 15 is a much better, like, if he could get, and I think this year was good for him to just sit and watch the game at a professional level instead of getting thrown in and hurt immediately.
yeah,
Um,
100%.
I think he's a more athletic version of Cam Newton, a more streamlined version where Cam Newton was just like a freaking bulldozer. I think he's more like a sports car. He's not gonna run over you. He's not gonna do all that stuff, but he's gonna make you miss. I mean, you got to think his time at Florida was just phenomenal. I mean, so phenomenal that it wasn't even like a primary sport for him, and he still got drafted in the NFL draft with the best of the best, based on just
But
raw potential talent.
Off of
I
one
mean,
throw.
but aren't we just talking like, okay, if we're gonna keep him, I mean, we also have to worry about his longevity because he's been nothing but hurt the whole time.
He
Well, yeah,
fractured his eye socket last season, and that
yeah,
left him out for the remainder. I
So
think
yeah,
from game 5 and on. I could be
yeah.
wrong on that, but game
I think
5 and
you're
on,
right.
he
It
fractured his
sounds
orbital
right.
bone,
but so
and he can't even see.
they bring in Daniel Jones. So if they were so gung ho about keeping a like Anthony Richardson, I mean, why bring in Daniel Jones? You know what
Well,
I
Daniel
mean?
Jones was
Daniel
cheap.
Jones, well, yeah, he was cheap, but he also spent time under Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, just kind of like Sam Darnold did.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold took a different path going with the 49ers first and then Minnesota, which is
Right.
two great coaching spots, by the way. But for Daniel Jones to learn in Minnesota for that short time of how to be a game manager, how to prep for games and stuff like that, and then to take that to Indianapolis, first 8 games of the season, phenomenal.
He did great.
Don't get me wrong. And
Absolutely.
then something flipped in the organization, and and Danny ends up getting hurt. We couldn't run the ball.
Yeah, I
We
was
couldn't
about to
protect the
say. I mean,
quarterback.
once he got hurt, it kind of killed the momentum that the Colts had all
Hmm.
season.
Oh yeah.
And,
I mean,
and
don't get me wrong. Electric first 8 games, bro. Season ticket
oh yeah,
holder. Loved it. Loved it. Towards the end of the
yeah,
season,
absolutely. I'm just like for the whole Anthony Richardson deal. Like we don't really have a lot to go off of with him, though. That's the problem I have with it. Like, I mean, is he still like a good quarterback? Is he still a good athlete? Can he move? Can he
he couldn't
see?
make the simple. He couldn't make the simple short throws.
Well,
He had
here's the
that
deal.
one throw.
Yeah, go ahead, Vic, go ahead.
He had that one great throw against Houston a couple seasons ago in the first game. It was just a 60-yard Hail Mary, just
Mhm.
bombed it to Alec Pierce. But I feel like Anthony Richardson needs to one get out of the Colts organization. It's not an Anthony Richardson problem. I feel like it's a coaching problem. They don't develop quarterbacks like they used to. Tom Brady says it out loud every day,
Yeah,
you know. And I think he needs to go to Minnesota, San Fran. Definitely stay away from Carolina. Or he needs to head to Green Bay. Green Bay needs, a backup now if they haven't signed one. I think Green Bay would be a great spot for Anthony Richardson. The guy that replaced Malik Willis after Jordan Love was out with a concussion, and Malik Willis bruised his AC joint. I mean, wasn't really that
mhm.
good, but he was young. He was a rookie. Like,
Yeah,
give these guys a chance. We get him in some better coaching and some better systems, and watch AR be the best player in the league in a couple years if he has a chance.
right.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Like sitting is good. I know people don't want to hear it. Like, oh no, we're paying these guys millions of dollars. Well, you're paying them millions of dollars to win your championships. Can't do that while you're hurt. Can't do that while you don't know how to read the defense. I'm going to use Cam Newton as an example. His first couple of years, they made him make one read. It's there or you run. It's there or you make this pass. Like there's no option. Like
Mhm.
they said he couldn't read the field for his first couple of years, so they made him read half the field. And if that half of the field is covered, take off running. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, but I got a feeling that's. I mean, you got to think even some of these quarterbacks, Cam Newton. You think you're going to do that against these cornerbacks that are running, these linebackers that are running 4.3s? I don't think so.
No,
I don't
the
think
game's
so.
evolved way
No.
too much from a couple years ago.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's on a
but I
it's on a
mean,
Absolutely not.
fast track.
Yeah.
This is some
it's getting
exciting
more.
times for the NFL. This is some very exciting times. And it's the
Yeah.
first day of the league year. All this stuff's already making trades. I'll tell you what, my football group chat from both my dynasty leagues are just absolutely going nuts. And it's great. It makes you really want the season back. And I'm really curious to see how the draft's gonna go. I mean, it's gonna be I feel like the
Yeah.
NFL could definitely be going more up than they already are, and they're already going up.
I mean, speaking of, I mean, we know Fernando Mendoza is going to go number 1 to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
And then
though? Is he?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
is
I
Think
think
so?
so. Yeah.
100%.
But do you
I
make
mean,
him sit behind Aiden O'Connell or Aiden
no.
O'Donnell, or do
You have the
you just
best
throw him in?
quarterback of all time coaching you in the preseason. in spring training, you got the best to ever do it, who played a very similar style of ball as you do, and the 7-time all-time leading yardage, touchdowns, completions in the playoffs and Super Bowls, Tom Brady. You don't need to sit if Tom Brady's your freaking coach. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But
What?
but you also got to think about it. Tom Brady's just an advisor. He's part owner, but he's also an advisor. How much is he really coaching? How much is
Oh,
his
dude,
Fox Sports contract?
He's involved. He's
he's
involved.
Think so?
he'll be on the field. He'll be on the field. I mean,
I agree.
watching him down there at the national championship game. I mean, you could just see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the Raiders have made some moves this offseason. So,
Mhm.
are the Raiders going to be able to compete in a couple years? You think,
Yeah,
or are they
100%.
just, or are they just going to be the same old Raiders? I mean, do we trust them? Do we not trust them? Do we trust the
I mean, you,
organization?
you you grab N'Kobe Dean. Like, come
Yeah,
on, N'Kobe Dean is just an absolute freaking semi.
but how does the
He's
Max
laying the
Crosby?
wood when he meets you in the A gap, bro.
How does the Max Crosby trade affect that though?
They got
Like, because
draft
that's
picks.
I don't think it does. You
you
get
don't
two
think so?
Ooh,
firsts.
yeah,
Okay,
You get
they
two
got
first.
draft picks.
Yeah, they got
yeah,
draft picks. Yeah, but I think losing Max Crosby does nothing to change the Ravens or the Raiders organizations.
okay.
With
So,
Max Crosby, if he would have stayed, they would have done the same thing they're going to do this year, anyways. And he goes to the Ravens, they're going to do the same thing they would have done without him, anyways. He's just while he's a team player, like he's a big time player, he's irrelevant in both teams' destinies.
So he's not
Yeah,
really that much of an X factor or an impact player for either team.
I think
I
he's going to
just
be an
don't think.
impact player, but I feel like the person you put there was already going to be that guy. So
Okay.
you take him out, you take him out. Oh, you don't get 10 sacks a game, 10 sacks a year out of I mean, he was good. Don't hear me wrong, but there's a lot of players getting 10 sacks a year.
That's true.
You know,
That's
8.5, 9, 10 sacks a game or 10 sacks a year. I mean, that's what he was averaging. So
Mhm.
yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's a problem. But is he a big time difference maker? To quote Miss Incredible.
Depends though.
he's not
Yeah,
a mile.
yeah.
It depends. Yeah, he's not a Miles Garrett. He's
Yeah,
not.
that's
He's not a Miles
correct.
Garrett. He's not a TJ Watt. He's not what a JJ Watt was. He's not. He's good. He's just good. I don't think he's
I
really
do
good. I don't think he's elite by any chance. You know, he's
I
good.
do feel bad for Joe Burrow, Max Crosby, TJ Watt,
Miles Garrett.
and Miles Garrett in the same division, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
and he
I
already
feel like
gets
the Bengals
sacked.
have,
He already
and the
gets
Bengals
sacked
have
a
had,
lot anyway.
Yeah.
and the Bengals I feel like have not made any moves.
No,
No.
I think
None.
they added like a safety and somebody else.
Yeah, I
I
mean
mean,
they've been
their secondary
there's
needed help for sure, but they need to invest in that line, bro. That line is
Joe Burrow needs
trash.
help. He's hurt all the time. I mean,
yeah.
you
Joe
want to talk
Burrow
about
going to
someone,
LA when Matt Stafford retires. Matt Stafford's going to retire next year, and Joe Burrow
bro? You
gone.
want to talk
He in
about,
LA.
yeah, you want to talk about just pure ability to play and not being able to see it. Put Joe Burrow's name on the freaking list, number one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, can you imagine what they would have been? I mean, they took out. I mean, they beat the Chiefs when they were on their year. They beat
yeah.
the Chiefs. They beat the Bill. Like they beat the best teams in the league when they were at their peak in that season. Like,
Man, they got the best receiving core in the league.
but they don't have anybody up front to block for your quarterback.
Oh, and they don't.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the absolute problem. They're gonna ruin Joe Burrow. They're gonna ruin him
They're
if
going
they
to ruin
don't
a
get
lot of
him.
careers. Not just Joe
Yeah,
Burrow. You got Jamar Chase to ruin in the career for, because his quarterback
Man,
can't throw
what's
the
up with the
ball.
state of
T.
Ohio just
Higgins.
fucking up football teams?
yeah. Honestly, honestly, like let's tell it how it is. The whole
Yeah.
like Ohio is just screwing everything up. Just
Not college
Them and
ball.
Missouri.
Ohio State. Hey, Ohio State. Not talking about you.
everything.
Professional league.
I don't know.
That's,
Hartman leaving, man. That's pretty tough on them, too. But, I mean,
um,
Ohio and Missouri.
Yeah,
Because Missouri was so bad that that St. Louis Rams left. And then now the Kansas City Chiefs are moving across the board. Like, come on, bro.
so I know we've talked about these, but let's grade some of these trades.
excuse me.
All right. I got a few, and some, like I said, some of them we already talked about. But let's grade some of these, okay? Let's get a take on what y'all think. So Mike Evans to the 49ers, 3
Mm.
years, 60.4 million.
Good for him. Good
Great,
for him.
great for Mike. Great for Mike. But I think, with Brandon Ayuk gone, I think they landed an A grade. An A grade. Mike's consistent. Mike does go through injuries. He is old, but I mean, Mike is just a consistent 1,000 yarder a season. Last year I think was the first year in 9 seasons he didn't have 1,000 yards because he had that
First year in
freak
his career.
Yeah.
first year in his career. I mean, come on.
So what are we thinking? You think Mike Evans is going to bounce back this year at his age and put up 1,000 yard season with Brock Purdy?
Well, you have to think different style of offense,
Yeah.
different style of quarterback
Christian
play.
McCaffrey.
I mean, you got a lot more. You got George Kittle, you got Christian McCaffrey, you got Brock Purdy, you got
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall. You got, I mean, you got some guys out there who are going to demand the ball. That expect
Jawan
the
Jennings.
ball. Yeah, you expect the ball, and I mean, by far, Mike Evans, the quietest football player as a receiver you'll probably ever hear. That's as good as he is. He's not out there talk. He's not an Odell Beckham shit talker. He's not a, you know what I mean? He's not. Whoa. I'm just saying, he's not.
Unless he's going up against Marshawn Lattimore, he's quiet. If he's going up against Marshawn Lattimore, it's on, bro. It's on.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying though, but it's like you don't hear about him outside of it. Like you don't hear about his 14 baby mamas like Tyreek Hill. You don't hear about the trash talk on social media. It's just you don't hear him playing video games with streamers. He's just quiet. He reminds you a lot of Julio Jones. Julio Jones was just quiet. He just let the game speak for game and let it do his freaking job. Overall, I think if Mike Evans comes back, it's an A. If he comes back and is not Mike Evans, I think it's going to be like a C plus B minus. So I think they're still going to get some solid route running ability. I think he's going to get some solid playmaking ability. But, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, Brock Purdy ain't no Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is that dog. Baker Mayfield has the longest pass in NFL history. Not completed, but the ball went the furthest from the leaving his hand to where it touched the ground. Has the furthest pass in NFL history. So, I mean,
so a solid.
Purdy, yeah, I'm gonna say B plus.
B plus. Okay.
Yeah,
it's a little bit higher than I was gonna go. I was gonna say B minus, but I don't.
I mean, you should definitely have your doubts this late in his career.
Yeah. So what do you think, Big? B plus, B minus?
I think it's a minus A, because also you got to think what he's bringing to the table in regards to blocking for Christian McCaffrey. But Christian McCaffrey's still the number one, no matter what.
it's
When
his
Christian McCaffrey, if he ends up going down, look who they have right behind him, Brian Robinson. Stud.
I guess the thing
truck.
for me though is like with the 49ers is just keeping everybody healthy. Yeah. They're an injury ridden team, and they just
get rid of. They need to get away from that electrical substation.
Yeah. Bring out the tinfoil hat for that, Colton. But anyway, we'll move to number 2. Kenneth Walker signs with the Chiefs, 3 years, $43 million.
Fix.
Dude, that's a home run, bro.
Yeah,
that's a freaking home run. I mean, I think what they were doing to Kenneth Walker in Seattle, I get it. You had Charbonnet as a third down back, and to be honest, like it's just like with Atlanta with Bijan Robinson and Algier. I think you were holding them back. You're holding Bijan back. You're holding Kenneth Walker back. Now, what I really would like to see the scheme is what they're going to do with Isaiah Pacheco. Is Isaiah Pacheco going to be the third, fourth down back, and Kenneth Walker get most of the touches? What's going to happen? I think the Chiefs hit a home run on this trade or this free agent signing.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely give it an A plus. I think Kenneth Walker was the pickup of the offseason. I think he was the guy to get for a lot of people because the running back is becoming more and more, not necessarily phased out, but teams don't run through a running back like they used to. Kenneth Walker last year, especially during the playoff push and Super Bowl, proved he can put the team on his back with mediocre to okay quarterback play through some of those games and still have a big time influence on the game. Um, 100%. That's an A+ for me. I mean, the Chiefs just got that much better.
Yep.
I mean, what do you have to gain from it? You have a running back who now can see the holes. He's proven he can read the field. He's proven he can break tackles. He's proven he can make those home run. He can do all that. And what do you lose if he gets hurt or doesn't perform? Isaiah Pacheco, probably the most explosive 3 yards and shorter back in the league. I mean, just blows people up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get 2 or 3 yards unless you're gang tackling. I
mean, he runs so hard.
Hard.
So
I think
hard.
Kansas City now has the best backfield in all of professional football.
Yeah. Well, and then they just brought Kelsey back for another year, at least one more year.
Yeah, he's starting to become irrelevant. He's just getting too old. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see some stuff. I think that
it's just an age thing, honestly.
I think we're gonna see a surprise at the draft. I think we're gonna see. I think they're gonna take a tight end. I think they're gonna take a tight end fairly high.
They should.
Sadiq from Oregon.
Yeah, I think if they picked him, I'm interested to see. I don't know why, but my mind's going to Kanik.
Okay.
Like, if they pick up Kanik, I think they're going to get a very similar style of play.
Yep. Very Travis Kelce-esque.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think he's going to be. If I'm like saying, hey, you might want to watch out, I'm saying watch out with him. I think Kanik could be the guy. I mean, he's 6'2", 230, runs a solid 40, makes plays, makes catches.
So Kenneth Walker, obviously. So we all agree A+. Moving to number 3, Tua, 1-year deal with the Falcons. Yeah, F's in the chat.
D+, just in case he pulls out one of those random ass 70 to 20 thumpings that he pulled out, 10 touchdowns, whatever it is. I'm gonna give him just a couple grades just in case. Who knows? Maybe he can teach Penix something. Maybe he can teach him how to, get
both lefties.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna like teach him how to lead with his head, and then see stars for the next 39 years of his life if he lives that long with how many headshots he's taken. I mean, shoot, I feel like you got to, like, if you're somebody who doesn't like the Falcons, you're gonna have that headshot ready to go at any like that. Just that little like soundboard headshot every time Tua gets hit.
Yeah, or that the GTA stinger. Wasted. Yeah. So we all agree bad sign. Number 4, Bears sign Kobe Bryant to a 3-year, $40 million deal.
Who?
Kobe.
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
That's all I have to say.
What do you think? A through F. Give me something.
Give it a B.
Okay.
C+, B-.
Okay. Yeah, I would say B-. I don't really
not really a wave maker.
I think it could be beneficial, but I think he's kind of more of that scheme guy.
I think he definitely in Ben Johnson's playbook, he will do just fine. But we got to see how it plays out. How does he fit?
So number 5, big. This one's gonna sting. Michael Pittman traded to the Steelers.
You see, I like this one.
That sucks, dude.
I like this one. No, but I like this one. I do like this one. Michael Pittman, don't get me wrong, one of the most consistent receivers that has ever played for Indianapolis. You got Marvin Harrison.
Whoa.
You got Reggie Wayne, Brandon Stokely, Dallas Clark, Michael Pittman. in my lifetime, Michael Pittman deserves his flowers for what he's done in Indianapolis, playing through all those injuries. At one point 2 seasons ago, they were talking about how he has a broken back and he comes and plays the next week.
Hmm.
Like the dude has grit. I think for this new Steelers head coach and everything going on, what Mike McCarthy is bringing to the table with his playbook, I think Michael Pittman would do just fine. The thing that does suck, if you did stack Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf in your fantasy, everybody, find a different wide receiver to put in your lineup because it's going to be hard sharing that. They're going to both take both of them. You got DK on one side who's a threat. You got Michael Pittman who's also a threat on the other side. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back? Is Will Howard making his
No,
debut? What is
I think
going on?
didn't Rogers say he's done?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I don't.
You know what?
I don't.
It's been really busy in life lately, so I could be
Yeah.
missing that.
I don't know if he said he's done or not. I haven't really seen that. I mean, nothing's
I
blown
think
up about it.
I think
So
this is an A+ pickup by the Steelers. Reason why is because you give Metcalf some help. Yeah, Metcalf's going to continue to get double teamed, but whoever that quarterback is that goes in is going to have Michael Pittman, who he knows is going to catch the ball. You just got to give Michael Pittman the chance. Towards the end of the season, it's like Michael Pittman dropped off, and you know Alec Pierce had the hot hand. Josh Downs started waking up. Pittman in the early part of the season was pretty much unstoppable with JT. It just I think this is a great pickup for the Steelers.
I think it's a good pickup for the Steelers, but I'm gonna give it like a B plus, just because I don't know who the quarterback's gonna be, and for Pittman to go from number one to sharing the number one spot, how is he gonna deal with that? And like I said, we
Pittman's a
don't
team
know.
guy.
Yeah, but we don't know who. I mean, you can be a team guy and still have a little bit of an ego. You're like, shit, I'm gonna go from.
He just doesn't have that. I never got that vibe from him as a Colts fan.
Yeah, and like I said, like I don't know the guy personally. Obviously, I mean, he could go in
He
there and just be like, hey, whatever, man. Like, you're the number one guy. I'll come in. I'll fill that spot at number two, and we're just gonna try to vibe and make this thing what it can be. But like I said, I just don't know who the quarterback's gonna be. And if it is Aaron Rodgers is really good at splitting the ball up. So now, if it's Will Howard, we don't
we
know.
just haven't seen him play. Yeah, we just haven't
Yeah,
seen him play. But he did get a good year under Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he was injured and on IR till about week 5 or 6. But you
yeah,
know, I think Will Howard is probably and Will Howard was great in college.
yeah.
I can't wait to see what this kid does when he gets the starting job. If it comes this year, next year, the year after that. I mean, he
Mhm.
might be moved on from the Steelers by then, but
We'll see.
I don't know, Colton. I don't know, man. I feel like Will Howard's the
Well,
next
Howard's a
Ben
joke.
Roethlisberger.
He's a
Right.
joke. He's a joke.
Quick take on
Has
this, and then we're
has
gonna move
yeah,
on.
we already talked about this. Mediocre at best. Comes in to plays decent for a couple games at Kansas State. Then goes to the most stacked team in all of college football and in Ohio State. Thinks he's got the swagger of freaking Baker Mayfield with. I mean, really, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Dude's a poser. Dude ain't nothing special. Take it to the bank. If he starts playing in the NFL, you're talking Mason Rudolph 2.0. That's what it is.
Oh
Mason
boy.
Rudolph 2.0. So Miles Garrett, snatch the helmet, beat some sense into him. Call it a day. He's Mason Rudolph 2.0. He's all right. He's
It's a
okay.
tough division. It's a tough division he's in. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
And we'll
Yeah.
see how
Well,
all this kind of
you
plays
know who's
out.
not tough? Him.
Well, we'll see how all this plays out throughout the season. It's going to be an interesting NFL season. Um, Obviously, we're not going to. I don't think we see the Seahawks repeat. I don't. We
No.
don't see the Patriots repeat. So, but look for the Chiefs to be there for sure. They're going to compete for it regardless. I think the Chiefs are there in the AFC. I feel like the NFC, it's anybody's game. It's up for grabs.
Yeah.
So, but with that, we're gonna move into the WBC, everything that's kind of happened over the weekend. Um, Lots of good games that happened. Lots of good games going on, especially right now. USA is up 5-0 on Mexico, baby. Let's go. So, and USA's played great. The first game was a little ugly, like we kind of discussed. on Saturday, Colton. I mean, it was a 15-5 win, but they got walked 17 times. And then they come out against Great Britain. It was stagnant for the first half of the game, and then the bats got hot, and now playing against Mexico, the bats got hot early. So we'll see how this continues to play out. But Skeens he's been dealing, man. He's been absolutely dealing. Um, and obviously Japan's still a threat. I still, man, the Dominican Republic, I think, is the freaking team right now, dude. They are so hot. Their bats are hot. Their pitching's great. I mean, 1 through 9, it kind of reminds me of the USA lineup, man. 1 through 9, you're sweating the whole time. You can't throw to anybody.
You're playing
So,
chess.
yeah, the whole time, man. Um, what do you think, Vig? Any games really like caught your eye over the weekend? Anything you've seen?
I really liked how Mexico came out, especially last night against. Or it was like last night or the night before that. I'm pretty sure it was last night against Brazil.
Yeah,
You know, Mexico. You hear them; they're always in there and stuff like that. But I feel like they really have shown that. Oh, you better be on your game. You better be ready to play some chess when you're going up against that lineup. Now tonight is a different story, being down 5-0 against the USA team. But come on, we're the United States of America, back-to-back World War champs. I mean, we smashed Great Britain twice, WBC
yeah.
this time, 1776 on a 3% tax of tea. Go ahead, Colton.
And we are the reigning and defending in both men and women's hockey.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. But you're right. You're 100% right. Japan is somebody you got to really watch out for. And man, they are always cooking. Their team is hot. Their chemistry is just on point. But also, we say baseball's America's pastime. It's it's something different down in Dominican, baby.
Well,
It's
and that's what I was
Puerto
saying.
Rico, DR, baby. Oh, them boys know how to play
It's
some ball.
it's so much different because yes, this is our game. This is our game. It is America's pastime, but man, when you get into the Latin countries, this is all they do. This is all they do all the time. So it is a little it's up for grabs, dude.
And they
And
don't really have a winter down there. It's always summer. They're next to the equator, so it's always baseball weather.
oh yeah, dude. They like I said, they play year round. Um, there's not really an off season, and a lot of the guys that play, they go down and play in the Mexican league. They go play in the Venezuelan league. So, I mean, they're playing all the time. So it's kind of like, but I still think, man, it's win or bust, regardless of who we're playing. The way it's kind of trending right now, because Japan's pool is not really that strong. Like it's really not. So I'm looking to kind of. I think it's going to come down to the U.S., the Dominican Republic, or Japan. But I think Dominican, if the Dominican Republic plays Japan, Dominican wins, and it's U.S. Dominican Republic for the WBC championship. That's what I
I
think.
agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, that's a conservative bet there. Now, the USA has a chip on their shoulder from what
Mm-hmm.
happened the last WBC,
Mm-hmm.
and you could definitely feel that they let a lot of people down. Shohei, I don't know if anybody's really seen his pregame speech, and he was like, "Hey, they're great. They got a Trout, they got an Aaron Judge,
Mm-hmm.
but why don't we stop
Mm-hmm.
idolizing them?
You
You
Yep.
know, and that's all it
Yeah.
takes really to beat
Yeah.
somebody."
Stop idolizing people like
Will Howard.
No, Bryce Harper. That's where he's going with
what?
that.
No. I would
Shout out, Cade. We
never
miss you, buddy.
openly say Bryce Harper.
We
But
miss
I
you, Cade. We
mean,
love you, buddy.
he leaves a team and then they win it all. But what do I know?
Nah.
Hey, speaking of baseball and all the things baseball, yeah, isn't that like the group D, like the group of death? I heard that thrown across my For You page. It's the only way I keep up with
Mhm.
baseball, really. They say like group D's the group of death because it's so competitive. It's like the best. It's like the best group in the WBC. Is that an
Yeah,
accurate statement?
I do feel like that's an accurate statement because it is super competitive, and I'm trying to pull up all the teams here.
Because USA Mexico's Pool B.
Yeah, Pool D, Miami, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Israel, not really competitive. The Netherlands is decent, and Nicaragua, which they're 0-4. Netherlands is 1-2. Israel is 1-2, but the Dominican Republic and Venezuela, like, um, they're both
Studs.
3-0. So they're going to compete for the pool, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Pool D is tough. I see the Dominican running away with that. Um, but you got to worry about Venezuela with Ronald Acuna
Cunha.
Jr. Yep. Uh, Pool C, like I said, it's Japan, Korea, Australia, Chinese Taipei, and Czechia. The Japan is leading with 3 wins. Everyone else is 2-2, and then Czechia is 0-3. So nothing there. Brazil's 0-4 in Pool B, and the U.S., Italy, and Mexico are tied at 2 wins. I, so yeah, I just think Pool D is one of the toughest because the Netherlands really isn't no joke. They're not a joke team. They're not a joke squad. But yeah, Dominican's gonna run away with that. They're gonna run away with that. But with that, the regular season's about to start, so we're gonna give our preseason top 10 who we think is the top 10 players right now. We're gonna kind of do one mid-season. We're gonna do one at the end of the season, and we're gonna kind of see how this list stays or how it changes. And I think it's going to change a little bit, but I'll give y'all our top 10 right now. Coming in at number 10, we got Cal Raleigh. And the only reason we have him at number 10, he had the 60 home runs last season. Can he repeat, at least hit 30 plus?
I think he should be
Maybe.
lower on the list, more into the 6, 7 range. But
You
I
think so?
agree, definitely in the top 10. I think if he has another producing season, at least 30, at most 45, 50 home runs, he could definitely be in the 6, 7 range.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So, like, it's just consistency, but he's not that great of a hitter. So, I mean, he's a career 225 hitter. I put him at the top 10 because he hit 60 last year. No catcher's ever done that. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. He's a great defensive catcher. And then at number 9, we got Julio Rodriguez at center field. Number 8, Ronald Acuna Jr. And he's coming back off injury, so we'll see how he plays out. At number 7, we got Juan Soto. I'm still a little pissed at Juan Soto, but that's okay. And then at number 6, we got why? Because he left the Yankees after 1 year. Went to the World Series. Yankees tried to re-sign him, but he went to the Mets to sign the largest contract in Major League Baseball right now, and has really done nothing. So where he could have stayed in New York, had that short porch and left, or in right, I'm sorry, had that short porch and right, had another 30 plus, 40 plus home run season, been great. Yankees could have went back to the World Series, potentially won. Anyways, at number 6, we got Garrett Crochet, pitcher for the Red Sox. Number 5, Paul Skeens. If he repeats again as the NL Cy Young winner, we move him up. And number 4, Bobby Witt Jr. I think Bobby Witt Jr. And then if it's not this year, I think in the next couple years he's going to be the MVP in the American League. I think he has enough talent. He hits for average, good tool guy. He win a Gold Glove. At number 3, Eric Skubal, Cy Young winner, great pitcher. I am a little upset with the Tigers organization and Scott Boras for not letting him stay with Team USA to finish out the WBC. I would have liked to seen him pitch against either, Japan or the Dominican Republic and see how that went. But he was a key piece to the team and to the pitching staff. So,
Why'd they pull him back? What was the reason?
I don't really know.
Money.
Well, I don't know if it was money, but I think it was more of just protecting him, and that way he didn't get hurt. Season's about to start, so at number 2, Aaron Judge, obviously can't go wrong with that. And then at number 1,
Wait! Before you say it, is it Bryce Harper?
surprisingly, no, it's not Bryce Harper.
Great heavens!
Any guesses on who number 1 is?
My name is Shohei Ohtani.
I'm gonna say the Frenchman from Los Angeles.
The Frenchman from Los Angeles. Oh no! At number
French,
1,
Japan, whatever. They all surrender.
we got Shohei Ohtani coming in at number 1. So obviously that's the big number 1. Two-way guy, can't go wrong with that. But anyway, fellas, we're gonna get out of here, and appreciate y'all joining me tonight. It's been a heck of a day, heck of a Monday. So if y'all are watching this, then it'll be on Wednesday. Some more stuff will come out. We'll keep y'all updated. So reels will be coming out this week. And if you haven't yet, follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see y'all at the next hangout. Bye, guys.